remember the time when a great star did shine, whose likes we had not seen before. And did you ever hear of a name so revered in the pages of hurling folklore? Modlin Rovers, he starred their famous trump card, and that's where our story begins. So turn back the pages, all great sporting sages, and remember the great Christie ring. Hear the Shandon bells ring in Cork City for another great victory. See the red and white high o'er the rooftops on the banks of our own lovely Lee. Hail the star of that grand golden era, who ruled supreme as the king, and relive the magic and glory, and remember the great Christie ring. Now I'm proud for to say I saw that famous man play in Croke Park in September's gone by, and with his great skill and speed he could sidestep and weave and score in the blink of an eye. And of all Ireland's great, the famed Christie won 8, and every honour that hurling could bring. And the hill would resound when he turned the game round, we'd all cheer for the great Christie ring. Hear the Shandon bells ring in Cork City for another great victory. See the red and white high o'er the rooftops on the banks of our own lovely Lee. Hail the star of that grand golden era, who ruled supreme as the king, and relive the magic and glory, and remember the great Christie ring. In the village of Cloyne, the name rings divine. There's a monument built to his name, and proudly he stands with famed hurl in hand, an icon of the great hurling game. And the stories still run of Cork's favourite son, for his courage, endurance and skill. And though our idol is gone, still the legend lives on as we remember the great Christie ring. Hear the Shandon bells ring in Cork City for another great victory. See the red and white high o'er the rooftops on the banks of our own lovely Lee. Hail the star of that grand golden era, who ruled supreme as the king, and relive the magic and glory, and remember the great Christie ring. And relive the magic and glory, and remember the great Christie ring.
Good evening and welcome to the band here on this great occasion for the EPS 2011 Duhallow Hurling final between Freemount and Kilbrin. Now we have a mixture of great GM in here. We'll start in the middle with Jerry Weathers, president of the band here, J Club. On his right is Dan O'Keefe, one of the best hurlers footballers ever played in Duhallow, Drum Tallop man. On the right we have the biggest backyard that ever came out of Kilbrin, Tom Reardon, and a grateful fountain is there. And here we have probably one of the best centre backs ever played junior hurling in Duhallow, Liam Flynn from Freemount. Now Jolly, will start to you. It's a great occasion, Jolly, an occasion of a Duhallow junior hurling final. Got me with the who's moving the county board to try to get to the divisional finals, lads. It's a disgrace they're trying to get rid of them, and Jolly, it's great to be involved and to have a final here. The state band here's 11th Duhallow final. You can remember some great ones, Jolly.
It's a great day of hurling. We see the match with Kilkenny and Tip, and Kilkenny won it. Nice hurling. It was hurling from the word go. But We're expecting something good here tonight, whether we get it or not. Some people tell you Kilbrin are completely tough. They're a strong team, we have to admit that. But as regards, it all depends. The break of the ball means the price. Tom knows himself.
And Johnny, you did umpire in the two Duhallow finals there for Aid at home where Freemount and Kilbrin, and Freemount came out on top with some good nights and two great games. And the one thing, can Kilbrin in this hoodoo that Freemount have over them in the final?
There's one thing in favour of Kilbrin, they have strength. We'll have to admit that. And their hurling is good.
Tom, I think if you're ever going to win it this year, on paper since the start of the year, like last year's Duhallow final, like you could have beaten Mealing, probably should have, maybe if you had a bit of luck, and look where they went on to. On the paper, this is your year, I think, since the start of the season, and I think the two great games or three games you had with Banty definitely brought you on and settled your team.
Well, Joe, you see, you need a bit of luck on the day. Kilbrin this year are playing kind of hot and cold hurling. Tullalease in the first round beat him well. Tullalease went on to play Freemount, and you can see what Freemount did the last day above in Kilbrin with them. Freemount played very good hurling, very good first time hard hurling, and Kilbrin will be up against it today, I have no doubt about it. Tullalease have improved an awful lot since they played Newmarket, and I'm sure today that Kilbrin will get nothing soft out of it. We're not expecting anything soft, and in natural fact, as you know, Freemount have the Houdini over us, and today we must try and lift that. If we can, we will, but may the best team will at the end of the day. It is a sporting game, it's our sporting, we're near neighbours, and they're all good friends, and all we'll be hoping for is a good game, and may the best team win, and the best team I hope will be the team that colour I'm wearing.
Well done, Tom, and hopefully we'll do a great sporting game. Now we're in the opposite camp. Thanks be to God, we have two gentlemen in between them to keep them apart. Liam, you've said with some great tussles with Kilbrin down the years, and you definitely, I think your brother John has definitely turned around early on the year, like you were no hopers, like, and your performance the other night against Tullalease was unbelievable, like. What's your opinion on this?
Well, I suppose we probably are surprised to be in a Duhallow final here this year. We wouldn't have expected it. We have a lot of very young fellas that wouldn't have played in any Duhallow final before or anything, but to be fair to them last Saturday night against Tullalease, they really produced it. They fought with great strength, great commitment, they gave it everything, and they played to the limits of their abilities. And I'd be confident if we play to them limits again tonight, if we play as good as that again tonight, we will push Kilbrin all the way. But having said that, I suppose Kilbrin are the team to watch. The Wheeling themselves last year was a cracking game, and you see the Wheeling went on one All Ireland, so Kilbrin has really set the standard. I suppose they're good enough to win a county or win an All Ireland maybe, so we know we're up against it, but we'll give it a shot and we'll make a game of it, I guarantee you, because our boys have great heart. Okay.
Oh yeah, they have great heart, and I said I was interviewing Jolly Forrest after last year's Duhallow final, and I said to Jolly, I said, I think whoever won before, I was with Mackie Stokes, Mackie be here later, that whoever will win this Duhallow title will win the county. And I think Duhallow hurling is up with a level with anyone. We proved it last year, and I think whoever will come out of this battle tonight will be thereabouts when the county comes. Tom?
Well, I don't know, Joe. First of all, we must get over today. Both teams must get over today, and that's the most important thing. The county is a different game. I think the other teams in the golden counties, they play better hurling. They seem to play better hurling in the counties because players don't know each other, not used to each other, and they can go out and they can relax and they can play open hurling. So county suits the other teams, as you say yourself. Duhallow hurling has come on the up and up. The under-21s have given Duhallow hurling a great boost, and definitely the players that are in Duhallow like to go on and win a county. Whatever team wins today, of course, both Freemount and ourselves will be wishing both teams the team that will win the best. And I have no doubt that any team that will win today, whether it be Kilbrin or Freemount, hopefully it will be Kilbrin, but that they'll go on and they'll advance and do Duhallow proud.
Thanks, Tom. And Danjo, we leave you to last. Best of wine, I suppose. Danjo played hurling with Band here for a couple of years and then went back and established Drumtariff, and unfortunately our loss in Band here. But Danjo, you've been watching Duhallow hurling now a long time. It's improving, and what's your opinion on this hopefully a great battle between Freemount and Kilbrin?
As Tom said, Duhallow hurling is probably as good as any, and we improved it last year. And I can tell you, Kilbrin were probably unlucky since last year that they lost to Wheeling. And I saw the Tullalease Freemount game, and I can tell you that Freemount bring the same drive and pressures that they brought to this game. They'll put it up to Kilbrin, but obviously Kilbrin are fancied because of their play last year, but still Freemount are gutsy outfit, and I expect a very good game this evening. And as Tom said, I can assure you whoever wins will make a good account of themselves in the county. And evening is perfect for hurling. Breeze is less latent, pitch is fine and dry, and there's no excuse for not good hurling today, and I can expect a very good game.
Yes, and the only neutral here now, they put you on the spot.
Well, I would have to say that I've seen both teams this year. Kilbrin, as Jerry said already, that they have the physical strength, and I think they have the experience, and I would have to give a hesitant vote to Kilbrin, I think, this evening. However, to be a tough battle. We saw what happened today with Kilkenny and Tip, and so you never know, but I would think that Kilbrin might have that little bit extra to bring them on. So I expect a good game either way.
Thanks, Stan. Hope you enjoy the game. All right. And welcome here to Bantere on the occasion of the EPS Duhallow Junior Hurling Final for 2011. I'm joined in the commentary box here by Mackie Stokes, the great Mackie from Tullalise, who unfortunately played in 9 finals and won none. John Brennan, who played in the great Freemount team that contested the county final and should have won it. And the other half, or the other co-commentator here is Mick Dennehy. Mick played centre back in many's a great Kilbrin team, and unfortunately only has 1 medal. We'll go to the boys quick for a quick comment. Mackie, you're the neutral man, we'll leave you for a minute. John, it's great to see Freemount here. Again, isn't it? I suppose they're the underdogs after coming through, and they really surprised everyone with their performance against Tullalise. So what's your opinion of today's one?
Well, like, we're going as massive underdogs. At the start of the year, if you said that Freemount would be in a Duhallow final, you'd be scratching your head. But they're there on merit. They beat a good Tullalise team. They played very well in the second half. So I give them every chance in this Duhallow final.
Mick, for the last couple of years, Freemount have the Indian sign over you. I refereed 2 Duhallow finals been in Freemount and Kilbrin, and this is the 5th meet, I believe, in finals, and you still have to break the duck.
Well, I think what happened in the past year will have no bearing what's going to happen here this evening. It is in fair play to Freemount. They did win the last contest, but I think Kilbrin will put that out of their mind this evening. And this game is for 60 minutes, and if they'll come with the commitment that they will have to have, and I'm sure they will have, to match Freemount, I've no doubt in the world that I can win it.
Yes, my opinion I said from the start of last year that Kilbrin were the team to beat. No, they nearly did pull it off last year, and Mealing went on to win not only a county but not Loyal and Marke, and that was a great, you would on the commentary in the county final last year and last year's Duhallow final. So
we don't have to repeat what we said that day before the game.
I think we'll say it. I think with the standard in Duhallow Hurling has gone up, lads.
We said whoever win Duhallow that last year would win the county.
Win the county, and I nearly go with it again because I think whatever the determination that and the standard of hurling in Duhallow at the moment, John, I think we'll stand with anyone.
There's very little out there in the county. Like if we're going to run, you could get a boy, or and you're semi-final of a county, you're only an hour away from a county then, and empty as possible.
And you're over Cork Senior Hurling playing with Kilbrin, like lads, we're well up there, like you've Cork under 21s, Mick.
Well, I don't think Kilbrin will be thinking about a county at all, or I wouldn't either at this stage. Trying to win this evening is what it's all about, and I have no doubt that Kilbrin have the players to do it, and if they can match Freemount's intensity, particularly for the first 10 minutes, I have no doubt they'll be with him in the finish. And while they have a lot of young players, they have plenty of fitness, and the experience and the pain of last year, I think, will reflect on their performance this evening, and hopefully they'll come out on top in the finish.
Well, I was very impressed personally, last Saturday night with Freemount's hooking and blocking, and their intensity. They'll bring that again, but this is a big pitch, lads, and on paper Kilbrin have the players, haven't they? But with Freeman's dogged determination and fairness, Johnny Flynn has had to make a job of him from it.
Johnny knows every trick in the book, and he's a great coach, and I suppose I would like, if I was a Freemount man, I would like to have seen Johnny in there years before he came into that job, because he's very experienced, and he won't do anything wrong with that team, and it's proven out there in the game against Tullalese anyway. Everything was dead on for him.
No, lads, we'll give you the line out as the Newmarket Pipe Band paraded teams around this great venue and band here. This is the 79th Duhallow Hurling final, and it's the 11th being stage and band here. We'll start with Freemount. In goal, number 1 Pat Quaid, right cornerback Paul Nagel, number 3 Mike Regan, number 4 Mike Curtin, right half back Michal O'Regan, centre back Mark Ballantyne, left half back Mike Weathers, number 8 Ben Carroll, number 9 Jason Ballantyne, number 10 Lehman Wright, number 11 Mike Murphy, who captains the side, and number 12 Joe Weathers. Right corner forward Aidan O'Flynn, full forward Kieran Broderick, and left corner forward Dennis Curtin. The Kilbrin team. In goals Paddy O'Callaghan, right corner back Con Carroll, full back Michal O'Riordan, number 4 Paul Ahern, right half back Tom Brennan, number 6 Neelis O'Reilly, number 7 Malcolm O'Leary, middle of the field William Egan and Kieran Sheehan, number 10 Liam Daly, number 11 Patrick Daly, and number 12 Daniel O'Sullivan, who captains the team. Right corner forward Owen Sheehan, full forward Tomas O'Reilly, and number 15 Noel O'Callaghan.
I think that now, Jordan, when you're calling out the Kilbrin team, I see there that Daniel O'Sullivan is captain, and it must be remembered that his father Dan was the first man to bring the Duhallow Championship Cup to Kilbrin.
That was right.
He captained Kilbrin in 1978.
That was right, Mick Denny, he was that centre back, right? I know, on a sad note, lads, this weekend is a sad note here for all Duhallow Gaels on the passing of poor Bridie and Ned. Many's a good night we all had up there where we were coming home. She'd feed you, and she's an awful loss to the division and to her family, and we're thinking of him here this evening. We'll have a minute's silence shortly, I presume, for her. She was a great Duhallow Gael. After every match we'd pass call there, Mark.
Oh yeah, sure. The thing about her heart and soul was in the hurling in Duhallow, and I could see that by the death notice yesterday in the paper, Duhallow wasn't left out of it.
No, Duhallow was not left out of it.
Yeah, she was a great sponsor. Look after clubs as well. I remember the year there now when we were going well there, 98. She gave money to the club, and just one of the great characters. If we're coming home from Parky Key for a match there, she would eat sandwiches and everything.
And now
the past member of the lawyer 20 years ago. Bridie is well known at RGA in South Duhallow and a great follower of all Duhallow teams. That is the Gillivan Dealish.
And that was an impeccably observed minute silence for the late Bridie Ned, as we was called her.
Yesterday, Garavan Delish.
Now the Newmarket pipe band are ready to pipe up and give us a rendering of our Anna Vian on the occasion of the 2011 Duhallow Hurling final.
Fall at a fail again, will the slow Artina Rani Koi Fe boy Besel Shanti Rashin Sherfrastel Niakar Fentiran on Fentra and up the Hinsa Barapet Legal con Bosch News Fe con Iscrip Fellow Napolet Shalipani Gaura Naveen.
And there, fantastic rendering and singing by Mackie Stokes of our Anna Vian. Now it looks like Kilbrin are playing into the late goal in the first half. I think playing against whatever breeze is here. The referee for tonight's game is Con Lane from Bantier, who is actually also chairman of the Bantier Club. And his two linesmen are Kevin Roach from Bantier and Derek Carroll from Kanturk. Con, who is making great waves in refereeing circles at the moment, and it won't be too long before we'll see him in Croke Park. Best of luck, Con.
People go in the middle now.
And there doesn't look any positional switches here. William Megan is midfield with Kieran Sheehan. And the game is on. And first to break away is William Megan being chased by Joe Weathers, stuck in with his strike. Press back to Kieran Sheehan. Now comes Mike Weathers. Ball breaks. William Megan is still there. It's hard pull in the middle of the field. Ball breaks. Mike Murphy and Joe Weathers takes it down. Neelis Riley's got Aidan Flynn is coming off with it. Kieran Broderick. Kieran trying to lift the ball, slips on the surface, pulls out and out comes Ben Carroll. Ben being chased by Tom Brennan. Turns inside Tom, off his right hand side, a dangerous ball in. Paddy O'Callaghan comes out towards it, and the ball dribbles out and wide.
Yeah, great start there for Freemount. Broke down the Kilbrin attack, and they were unlucky there that they didn't put over the bar.
And now Paddy
Little no wind.
No, there's very little rain, a big crowd here in Bandy. Puck out, landing on the 65. Paddy Egan goes up, and Jason Valentine ball breaks out. Daniel O'Sullivan's there, and out comes Paul Nagel. Paul Nagel give it out to Micheál O'Regan. That was a great win for Micheál O'Regan. Good start for Freemount, Mick.
Yeah, well, it was very early days then. It wasn't a final, just bits of nerves and bits of excitement, so I wouldn't take any notice of what's happening for the first few minutes.
I know, who's getting ready to this? And it's Jason Valentine. This man has really developed into a first-class free taker, getting ready with this. Well inside his own 65. As the rain trickles down here in Bantier before a very large attendance. So there's a dangerous ball in. And it's a great score over the bar from Jason Valentine. It was a great free. Now Paddy O'Callaghan getting ready with the puck out. Good start for Freemount, a minute into the game. Paddy O'Callaghan getting ready with this puck out. Out this side of the pitch. And here comes Daniel O'Sullivan being chased by Micheál O'Regan. Daniel whips it on the ground, gives it inside so towards Nolly O'Callaghan. Nolly gives it back out to Daniel O'Sullivan. Daniel taking now being chased, and out comes Micheál O'Regan with the ball being battled up, still with the ball, gives it out to Mark Belland. Down the far side of the field, hitting out towards Dennis Curtin, hand pass it in, hammers into towards Joe Weathers. Joe being chased by Malcolm O'Leary. Ball slipping around. Dennis Curtin gives it out towards Aidan O'Flynn. Aidan can't get inside Paul Ahern. Ball is on the ground. No one seems to be able to get it up. There's a right muzzle out there, as Micheál call it. And Ben Carroll goes, hits it off his right hand side. And that's a great score for Freemount from Ben Carroll.
Yeah, great score.
Yes, Freemount are harassing. That's a great score for Freemount. Now it's 2 points to no score in favour of of Freemount. 2 minutes into this Duhallow final. Paddy O'Callaghan again with the puck out. Getting ready. Out towards his brother Noel. Noel being chased by Mike Curtin. Up they go. Noel slips in behind him. Out comes Paul Nagel with the ball. Paul Nagel well blocked down by William Egan. William Egan going through, but Jason Ballantyne is there to Matt Ballantyne, sorry. But the ball breaks in. William Egan going through the goal. A great flick away by Jason Ballantyne. William is down. Ball breaks out. Owen Shane is there. And a great block down by Jason Ballantyne. Looking up, playing it down the side of the field. And a bit breaking in high. Yes, a free out. Mike Murphy there didn't play the ball coming down to Holly O'Riordan, and it's a free out. Neil O'Reilly getting ready to take this free. Freemount has started well, but Kilbrin, good ball out towards Liam Sheehan, giving it back. Liam Daly, great ball from the wing, and it's a great score from the wing from Liam Daly. So this game has really started on the bright note, Mick.
Absolutely, 2 great points from Freemount and a point from Kilbrin there. Sure, it's early days, it has very little in it so far anyway.
And a good lively game of hurling.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, great striking. It is impressed with the striking ability of both teams.
And the heavy ball.
And the rain will make it quicker. And once the ball hits the ground.
Now the ball is moving up, and that's a great, breaks from him, but he goes back and he holds it. That's Jason Ballantyne. Ball goes out, goes down. Lehman right. William Egan is chasing it. Ball goes out now. Out over the sideline, a sideline ball. Derek Cal moving on the far side of the hill. In front of one of the bit largest attendance I've seen at the Duhallow final for years, lads. Isn't it, Mark?
Oh yeah, it is well up, but
it is a big attendance, yeah.
But again, like last year, clashing with North Cork.
And the ball up the far side of the field. That's a great catch by Mac Ballantyne. Gives it back down. Neil O'Reilly is coming out. Ball goes up. Aidan O'Flynn. Aidan breaks it out in towards Mike Murphy, captain side. Gives out to Dennis Curtin as well. And that's a great score.
Great score.
Dennis Curtin. That was a great score from young Dennis Curtin, playing in his first Duhallow final, and it's now 3 points to 1 in favour of Freemount. Tom Brennan, this ball breaks up here. Ben Carroll being chased by Tom Brennan. Ben Carroll gets his hand has it back, and intercepted by Paddy Egan. Paddy looking up, playing a great ball across towards Daniel Sheehan. Daniel being chased by Micheál O'Regan. Daniel breaks back behind him, and there comes Mike Weathers out, being hooked by Daniel O'Sullivan. Mike Weathers out this side of the field, being well read by Tom Brennan. Tom being chased by Mike Murphy, Freemount captain, gives a ball into Ben Carroll. Ben coming out, gives a hand pass in, and there goes Aidan O'Flynn. Ball slips on, he's going towards goal, cutting in, striking off his left hand side, and it is to the left and wide. That was a chance for Freemount.
I see the Freemount cornerback Mike Curtin and his brother is above corner forward. You must remember that their mother was a great camogie player for Limerick.
Oh well, there can't be a breeding mark. And ball goes up, Noel Callan goes high for it, and Kieran Sheehan as that ball breaks out here towards Mac Ballantyne. Jason Ballantyne, sorry, to cut your ball in. That's a fantastic score. That's a fantastic score from Jason Ballantyne.
Great score.
Yes, at the moment now, 5 minutes gone and Freemount on top at the moment. But I'd say if we go there, Mick, I'd say they have the advantage. I'd say there's a strong breeze out there. Look at the flag below.
Yeah, there is a bit of a breeze, but I think in fairness, Freemount are after a great start. Four very good points, and Kilbrin will have to up their game and up their intensity.
And great run from Paddy Egan. Paddy Egan goes out to Owen Sheehan. Owen is taking on the Freemount defence. He's cutting in. Hand pass to Noel Callan. Noel being battled up by the Freemount defence. Gives it back out towards Kieran Sheehan, but the pass is small bit overhit. Kieran Sheehan on his right hand side, and that's a great point for Kilbrin from Kieran Sheehan. That's a good point from Kilbrin.
But I see that about Nolly Callahan. He's not going for the score himself, he's laying it on.
Nolly is a great hand. Yeah.
Nolly's a lateral player. Remember, he was a young fella in 97 behind in Whelan there, we beat him.
High ball down the middle between Neil O'Reilly and Mike Murphy. Very well held by Mike Murphy. Onto his left hand. That's a fantastic score from Mike Murphy. Because Neil O'Reilly is a good man in there, and the two of them, Neil went up with Mike Murphy caught it, but on his day Mike Murphy is a good hurler, good any place.
Michael's a great player, and I actually think that Michael have too much pace for Neil's.
Well no, we'll see. Ball coming out this side of the field, out towards Daniel O'Sullivan. Daniel O'Sullivan goes up with Micheál O'Regan. And William Egan bursting through the middle. Onto his left hand side. That's a fantastic score from William Egan. I tell you one thing, as the standard being displayed here by both teams this evening is very high, Mick.
Absolutely, it was a great point by William Egan. He got the ball, burst forward and shot over the bar. He showed his skill there, there's no doubt about it. But in fairness, Freemount have been getting some great points just as well.
Yeah, it's a great game of hurling, and so far in the dirty belt, it's a great game of hurling, a great ad for Duhallow hurling, lads. Getting ready now to puck out. Pat Quaid down the far side of the field. Up they go, very well batted up by William Egan, and there goes Paddy Egan. Paddy being chased by Mike Withers. Ball breaks, still got Liam Daly turning out to the side of the field, being chased. Getting on the right, and that's another fantastic score. The start of
a great score. I'll tell you now, I'm just after leaving the television, the All-Ireland hurling final, and the tip forwards could not do that today.
Well, that's what I said a while ago. The standard of hurling is on the rise, lads, and you wouldn't get to beat if those scores make any plus.
Absolutely, and bearing in mind that conditions are not great, and there is as a final, there's certainly bound in nerves and excitement. But in fairness, there's a great standard being shown so far.
It's a great puck by Pat Quaid. Ball breaks down, and Aidan O'Flynn has it. Aidan turns it, and that is a fantastic score again. There's some fantastic hurling in this. And now it is 6 points to 4 in favour of Freemount. 8 minutes into the first half of this very exciting Duhallow hurling final.
The last 2 scores were after getting Route 1.
Yeah.
Early hurling, yeah. And John, you can't beat Route 1 hurling.
No, direct.
What I like all the time is give the ball to the natural forward.
A ball up to like where we also have
And the Aidan thing is that.
The ball comes out the side of the field, and that's a great flick by Nolly Callan. Nolly Callan gives it Daniel O'Sullivan cutting through the middle. It's another great score from Daniel O'Sullivan. But lads, the flick here from Nolly Callan was unreal.
Oh, sure, but sure the experience, like, and the thing about it, like, Nolly will do that every day. He'll go out.
Just flicked it on to the captain, and this is a fantastic game of hurling, lads. And Pat Quaid getting ready with the puck out. Down the side of the field, out comes Tom Brennan. Up goes Jason Ballantyne. Jason Ballantyne being tackled away, Mark. Jason looks around. He's made a great strike of a ball. What a score again. Oh yes, what a score from Jason Ballantyne. Tell you one thing, lads, the crowd that have braved the bad conditions here this evening are seeing a classic of a game of hurling.
How many wides? I see we've only got 2 wides.
Has there been any wides yet? 2 wides?
I think the forwards are well on top of that, of the backs in both teams.
It's fantastic game only. 7 points to 5 in favour of Kilbrin. Ball out the far side of the field. Liam Daly goes up. Mike Withers. Ball breaks, and Conley gives a free to Kilbrin.
That was a cheap free now.
And it's a free to Kilbrin, and
it was a free, all right, but it was a free that was unavailable.
And Liam Daly getting ready. No, it's William Egan, isn't it? Is it? No, it's Liam. No, it's Liam Daly. Liam Daly getting ready with the free. That's a great strike of a ball. Nolly Callan's off the ball, breaks across the square. Oh, there goes Pat Quaid, fumbles. Out comes Paul Nagle with the ball, hand passes it out to Mike Withers. Mike, a long relieving clearance down the far side of the field. Ball breaks in behind Kieran Sheehan is there, goes being tackled by Mike Murphy, comes up the side of the field. Micheál O'Regan tried to burst out with it. Oh, he had the ball, he had possession, I think he was in 2 minds whether to strike it or hand pass it. He threw it up and he caught it again. Well spotted by the referee.
The last score that Freemount and he came from not far from where that was taken.
And Liam Daly getting ready with this free. As Holly Sheehan comes in with the towel to him, who will be a very good holder in the future. And it's 7 points to 5. And thanks be to God, there's only 10 minutes gone this great game of hurling, lads. Liam Daly getting ready with this free. Into whatever breeze there is, and straight between the posts. That's a great score. And it's now 7-6 in what is proving to be a very good game of hurling, lads, in tough enough conditions. Not a greasy, John, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. It is tough, and I hope they have the right studs on for the underfoot conditions.
And Pat Quaid with the puck out the far side of the field. Dropping between Mike Murphy, ball breaks in behind, and first to react is Dennis Curtin. Dennis Curtin being tackled by William Egan. Gives it back to Mike Withers, and what a freaking score from Mike Withers. That's so great.
They're playing with intelligence. Yes, but they're wasting no ball.
That was a great score. Yes, at the moment, Freemount, that little bit ahead, 8 points to 6.
Looking through the Kilbrin lads there, Jar, they're physically stronger and taller than the Freemount lads. especially their forwards. If they, that's the one fear I have about the Kilbrin, if they get the ball in height.
And that's great cover by Paddy Egan back in his own half back line, being hooked, gives it out to Malcolm O'Leary. Malcolm O'Leary leaves a slip, ball breaks across, and Kim Broderick is there. Ball, Joel Weathers is there. Dennis Curtin is there. They're all breaking. The ball comes in the side of the field. Mike Murphy might be chased by Paddy Egan. Gets a hook in. Free out. Aiden O'Flynn foul Paul Ahern there.
I thought Mike should have taken it on that himself. Cap it off the bat.
Yeah, it's a free out to Kilbrin now. Neelis Riley getting ready with this free. And Neelis is a great strike of a ball. Bending strike up the side of the field. Up it. Daniel O'Sullivan, it's gone up. Oh, there is a strong one. Shane goes up for it. And here comes William Egan to his left side. Oh, what a fantastic score again. No, the umpires. Oh, it's waved wide. It's gone to right and wide. Yes, and even by William, he didn't even question it. You know if a fence strikes and he thinks it's over,
he was going for the point there, but unfortunately from a Kilbrin point of view, it didn't go over. But
I feel if you go out there in the middle of that field, I think Freemount have the elements.
Oh, absolutely, they're playing with the wind and they're playing with the rain. But still, in fairness, the standard of play is quite good. But I think Kilbrin will have to tighten up in there, Mark. A lot of Freemount get a lot of soft scores from out the field. That'll have to be prevented if that win.
No,
I think Michael is right there. I think both sets of backs they're not marking.
Right, and the sideline ball being cut here by Tom Brennan. Mark Valentine organising his half back line. Tom Brennan getting ready. What's that? And they're trying to keep this. Ball comes up and Daniel O'Sullivan. Oh, Paddy Egan is tackling in there, and the ball goes out for the sideline ball. Kevin Roach gives a sideline ball to Kilbrin. Nolly Callahan getting ready. And Pat Mannix having a job here trying to keep players behind the line, but in the excitement of the Duhallow final, lads, so long as they give the linesman space to do the job. And no, Kevin Roach will do that. That's a great cut by Kieran Sheehan. Up they go, up goes Mike Regan. Ball breaks out, old Sheehan has it. Oh, he's after to be inside the Freemount cover. Hand pass it into Liam Daly. Liam Daly into the back. That's a great goal from Liam Daly. very well made by Owen Sheehan. Very intelligent all by Owen Sheehan. It's hard, instead of going for his own point, he found Liam Daly into the back of it. Good score, Mick.
Absolutely great. I mean, for a young fella first year on his team, tis great. He did excellent. He saw the man in loose, gave it to him, and it was finished brilliantly.
And now Kilbrin. And out the side of the field, and Kieran Sheehan is going forward. Run for his position. He gets inside the tackle. Hand pass in to Nolly Callan. Nolly from the sideline. Goes across the umpire in trouble. And Liam, it's gone wide. Thought he might have kept it in play there. The umpire was ducking. And yes, with quarter of an hour gone, lads. 1-6 to 8 points in a great game of hurling here in Bantier. Quarter of an hour gone. Thanks be to God, that's all. Yeah. Out was Ben Callan, Daniel Sheehan breaks out. Paddy Egan has it. Paddy being fouled. And it's a free into Kilbrin. And who hit this? Yes, Liam Daly coming out to hit this. Liam is a good free taker. Thanks for going. The rain is easy here in Bantier as Liam Daly gets ready to take this free. Just inside the 65. Liam is steady himself. Shouldn't be any problem to him because he's an accomplished free taker. Strikes. And that's a good score for Kilbrin. Kilbrin are now beginning to settle a bit. It is now 1-7 to 8 points. Yes, Freemount got off to a great start. Kilbrin hung in there, and that was a great goal by Liam Daly as Pat Quaid getting ready for the puck out. It's a great puck out. Landy on the Kilbrin 45. Up they go. Mike Murphy breaks in behind him. Aidan O'Flynn is going for it. Ball breaks out towards Dennis Curtin. Back into Mike Murphy has it. Might take on the Kilbrin defence. Lucky up. That's a great block down by Kieran Sheehan, and the ball breaks out. Out comes Neil O'Reilly, avoiding 2 tackles. Gives a hand pass up to Paddy Egan. That's great hauling with Paddy Egan. That's in the foul as well back in the ground. That's a great ball up to Daniel O'Sullivan, but the ball slips from him. Daniel up the far side of the field, and there goes Owen Shane being chased by Jason. Matt Ballantyne gives it back to Daniel Sullivan. The hand pass was a little bit out to Mikey O'Regan up to Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll gives a dangerous ball into towards, and that's a free in. That was a needless foul. Yes, it was a sword on the back from Paula Hearn. No need for it because I don't know was the Freemount player going to get it. That'll keep Freemount hanging in as they get ready for this free. Who's hit it? Yes, Aidan O'Flynn take it. And the score at the moment is this should put just a point between them. Aidan getting ready, playing his first Duhallow final. Aidan getting ready with this free, taking his time, steadying himself, and makes no mistake. And it is now 9 points to 1 goal and 7. As Paddy O'Callaghan gets ready with the puck out. Matke, ding dong battle.
Oh, shit, the standard is very high. There's some class scores being scored there.
It's a ding dong battle, make it very even.
Absolutely, they're very evenly matched, and you know, I'd say that the intensity is great, but I think Kilbrin will have to, still saying they'll have to increase their intensity and keep close with Freemount. If they don't, they'll give away a lot of scores.
That was a great block down by Jason Ballantyne. The sideline ball for Kilbrin. Tom Brennan getting ready to cut it. No, Kieran Sheehan is now going back. Kieran Sheehan getting ready to cut this ball. It's a great cut of a sideline ball. Out comes Paul Nagel. Oh, very well held there because Owen Sheen was creepy inside him. Gives it back out this time to Liam Enright. Oh, and Liam picks the ball off the ground. Yes, under pressure there, he just went down and can't go. Yeah, well spotted by Conn Lane. He did. He picked it off the ground, no doubt about it.
You know, but needless free. Yeah, a needless free to give away straight in front of the goal.
And Freemount or Kilbrin playing against whatever breeze is there. Looks like they'll go into 2-point lead here now. Liam Daly getting ready with the free. Strikes. Yes, no doubt about it. Nick, you think you're happy enough for you?
I'm happy enough. We're playing against the elements, and you know, we're a couple of points in front of the point, whatever it is, and you know, we're playing quite okay. If we can tighten up in the backs and around centre field, I think we'll be okay.
Tom Brennan coming out. John, Kilbrin coming into it with the against the elements, like, and Freemount are conceding a couple of needless frees there now.
Yeah, needless frees. Yeah, the last 2 frees there now. If they need to just keep the pressure on, just keep the pressure on.
I know. William Egan striking this ball. Aim it out towards. Oh no! Come back, and out comes Mike Regan with it. Gives a hand pass out, loose hand pass. And there's Nolly Callahan. Nolly going through the defence, hand pass sitting in. But out comes Jason Ballantyne. Jason, long clearance down the side of the field. Going down towards Paula Hearn, and Joe Weathers. Ball breaks in behind. Neil Stride is there to clear it. Being harassed. Ball comes up here. Side of the field. Daniel Sullivan trying to make ball goes out, but the ball dribbles out over the side, and there's a sideline ball to Freemount. It's Matt Ballantyne coming back to take it. Sideline ball for Freemount here, just on the 65. And it's Jason Ballantyne get ready to cut it. That's a great cut of a wet ball. In what Tom Brennan is there. Thomas slips from his grasp with the greasy ball. He's being chased. Gives a hand pass into Neil Riley. Neil's been tackled by Aidan O'Flynn, and Joe Weathers gives it out. Paula Hearn misses it. He's out to side of the field now. Nolly Callan goes up. Ball breaks in, and it's Mike Curtin. Mike Curtin chased by Daniel Sullivan. Gives back. Ben Carroll is there. Daniel Sullivan is there. Plays a crossfield ball. Oh, Mike Weathers is there. Mike gives a hand pass out here towards Matt Ballantyne. Not getting around. Jason Ballantyne. That's a great delivery. That's a dangerous ball going in. Kieran Broderick is inside. Ball breaks into the square. Oh, a great clearance there by Con Carroll. But there's Aidan O'Flynn. Aidan being tackled by Paul Hearn. And out comes Malcolm O'Leary with the ball. Gives it out to Tom Brennan. Tom up the side of the field to Daniel Sullivan. And the ball is out, and it's a sideline ball for Kilbrin. That was a great passage of Hurling there. As both teams. Yes, a great game of Hurling here in band here, as it's a sideline ball to Kilbrin. Tom Brennan get ready to take it. William Egan is playing very deep in this first half. He's most of his been a lot of it back on his own half back line. Of course, this ball cuts up the side. Of course, Liam Daly being hooked, very well hooked by Mike Weathers. Liam Daly again plays it across. Owen Shane is there. Paul Nagle is there. The ball breaks in behind. And William Egan again. Great ball into Owen Shane. Owen Shane steadying himself. And it goes to left and wide. That was the first poor wide we could have.
That was a scoreable opportunity, all right. But however, I mean, they have been scoring quite well, and the standard of scoring has been very good. So we'll excuse him this time.
Standard of scoring has been very good. There's Mike Weathers just out. Yes,
the line cutting is excellent.
Oh yes. And now look who's coming in. Big Brendan is coming in for Freemount, and this will definitely give Freemount a lift. And Liam Enright is gone. Kieran Broderick is coming out. Come out centre forward. Pat Craig getting ready to puck out. Down the far now. Brendan Broderick is in a full forward, and he will bring vast experience to the full forward line. Kieran Broderick is there. Ball breaks out, and it's Neil O'Reilly. Kieran Sheehan has it. Kieran is a fine young hurler on the cock on penalty. Here he's running at the Freemount defence. He's going straight through me, chased by Mike Murphy. Gives up towards Owen Sheehan. What does Nolly Callan? Nolly is Thomas Riley. And that's great hurling by and Mike Murphy steadying himself.
No. Been wrong off for the hurl there.
That's a left and wide. Those last two scores now are really the only two mistakes the fouls have made in this game. Paddy Callan get a puck out the far side of the field. Out towards Nolly Callan, Mike Weathers. Moore will go up with the hand. Ball breaks down. Mike Murphy has it. Mike pulls along the ground. It's all right. Ben Carroll has it. Ben Carroll onto his right hand side. Oh, that was a dangerous one. That was a great score by Ben Carroll. It's tit for tat, point for point, lads. It's going to go down to the wire, is it?
Down to the wire, but the only thing is I think Freemount would need to be up about 4 points at half time.
Yeah, I think Freemount had the elements, yeah. Up they go, of course, Kieran Sheehan and Mike Murphy. Ball breaks down to William Egan. A very intelligent ball up towards Thomas O'Reilly. That's a great catch by Thomas O'Reilly. It breaks in. Liam Daly is there. The ball breaks. Mike Curtin is there. Out comes Jason Ballantyne with Mike Curtin. Mike Regan has it. Paul Nagle out to the far side of it, down the side. Kieran Broderick which is by the other side. He still has it, being battled up by the Kilbrin defence, still being battled up. Gives a hand pass back to Ben Carroll. Ben gives it in towards Dennis Curtin onto his left hand side. That's a dead Bing Brendan. And out comes Micheál O'Riordan coming out. That's great full back play by Micheál O'Riordan. He's just a young player from Kilbrin. Gives out Mike Murphy, chase yet. Mike onto his left hand. Take you on the still running at the Kilbrin defence, still going. Great tackle by Paul O'Riordan. George Weathers has it. John Lucy is Hurley. Back to Mark Ballantyne. Mark from the sideline. Through side step to the fence. Gives it towards Ben Carroll. That's a good score for Kilbrin. Ben Carroll's had holding a lot of ball. I thought he was very wrong. No, he won't say wrongly taken off the last day against
misfortune. Just didn't run from the last day. He's proving a fair point tonight after getting three excellent points.
He's holding well there now.
They like about Ben. He can left and right. He natural hands like for to play hurling.
Mackie was saying there that Freemount would probably want to be up about 4 or 5 points with that wind. Although it doesn't seem that strong.
I think that wind is after dying down. I wouldn't say that it has to be up that amount at all. I'd say that it is not huge. While it was there at Saturday, I think it's after dying down a bit, John.
And now Ben Carroll again. Ball slips from his grasp, turns down Paul O'Hearn. That's a good back by Paul O'Hearn. Paul goes back. Ben is chasing him. Out the side of the field, Joe Weathers is going towards it, and Daniel O'Sullivan is going towards it. Daniel has it, let's go hold of him. Daniel beating 2 Kilbrin off Freemount men. Gives it in, Kieran Broderick is there, Kieran Sheehan, Neil O'Reilly up the side of the field. Mike Regan chasing it, he's on his own. There's no one to Kilbrin. Now there is Paddy Egan down the far side of the field, up they go. Daniel Sullivan playing very deep, and here goes Micheál O'Regan. Ball slips his gap, William Egan. Playing Owen Sheen. William gets the ball, plays out towards Owen Sheen. The ball goes up very nearly in behind Liam Daly. And it's Jason Ballantyne. And Mark Ballantyne. Mark the centre back. There's a bit of a afters there.
He'll bring forward the ball.
I thought he was going to throw it in.
No.
Ball being brought forward. I didn't see what happened. There was
Just shoulder to shoulder.
I make it 3 minutes to go in this exciting Duhallow Junior Hurling final. 1-8 to 11 points. No, great game of hurling. A very sporting game of hurling. And it's Jason Ballantyne getting this man is a great strike of a ball, John, hasn't he?
Great strike, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he put his ball over the bar.
From on his own 45-metre line, getting ready, striking. It's going to the right and wide. It was a great added distance, it was a great strike. Yes, and indeed this large attendance here in Band here, being held there, getting great value for money. A fantastic game of hurling. Whoever tried to say they division should be disbanded, lads, they'd want to get their heads examined. Mike Murphy, that's a great catch by Mike Murphy. Aidan O'Flynn, this is the gentleman, he's coming to. I thought he'd go with it. Strikes. That's a bad wide from Aidan. Yes, it's a tough wide. I
actually thought Aidan should have it taken on.
I thought the same, Mackie. I thought he'd taken it on. Yeah, I thought he'd taken it on as well. So, okay. Freemount and Kilbrin locked together 1-8 to 11 points here as the rain starts to come down again. High ball out the middle. Mike Murphy goes. Paddy Egan. Very well held by Mike Murphy. It's a great catch in the middle of the field. Ball goes in. Brendan Broderick goes up. Ball breaks out towards Mike Joel Weathers. Joel onto his right hand side. And wide ball. Yeah, must be, that must have been very close. Umpires are really looking one over there. That's one thing about the venue here in Bantry. It's a good place to umpire because you can go well back behind the goals. Some venues you can't go back. No, it comes back up the middle. Mike Murphy again. Mike is doing well of a game for Freemount. Paddy Egan is there. Paddy looked like he was fouled. Ball breaks out. Owen Sheehan is there. Mike Weathers, the ball, and this comes back. Mark Valentine. This man is hurling well, gives a high ball in. Up Brendan Broderick and Michael. And Brendan gets a hull at it. And out goes Con Carroll. Oh, he cleared it. And Dennis Curtin is there. Ball is still around there. And out comes Paul Ahern with it. Good hurling by Paul. Taking out the far side of the field, striking. Up to, gives it away. Instead of striking it long, he tried to play a sharp one and that played his defence into trouble. As a bit of a mix up there, there's no ball clearing. Now comes Aidan O'Flynn. Aidan head pass it in towards Kieran Broderick. Kieran at his left. Gets a head pass into Joe Wells. Joe turns. Oh, and over the bar. Well, that should have been back in net, Mick.
Oh, Kilbrin are lucky to escape there when the goal conceded there, but the truth of the matter is the ball should have been well cleared before that ever happened.
Yeah, Mark.
He should never have turned. He should have taken it on the side where he got it.
Well, Well, no, definitely. That was a one last by Kilbrin. Ball breaks up the far side of the field. Up towards the shown, towards Tomas O'Reilly comes out. Gives it out. And Michael O'Regan gives it down. Now comes Joe Weathers for it. John was going to give service to Freemount. Turns onto his right side, but there was a strong breeze beginning to blow now. Out comes Holly O'Reilly. That's great football. The ball slips from a greasy ball now being chased by Brendan Broderick. That's great hurling by Micheál O'Riordan. Up the far side, up goes Tomas Riley. Ball breaks in, now comes Micheál Regan. Mike Regan is there. Micheál Regan being chased by Owen Sheehan, kicks it down the pitch. Up goes Malcolm O'Leary. And there's Aidan O'Flynn, a great hand pass into Ben Carroll. Ben running out of the fence, getting ready. Is he going to go for a goal? No, it's go. 65. Great block by Holly O'Riordan, who's playing a great game inside there for Kilbrin. He got out of jail a couple of times, Mick.
Absolutely, Micheál is playing very well at full back, and I'd say we were lucky that we didn't concede another score there. Only for Micheál, we certainly would have.
Yes, but I think, Mick, I think definitely that's the breeze is picking up. The rain is coming down. You'll have all the advantages in the second half. I know the wind and rain never won a game for anyone.
He's never won a game for anyone. I think we're not winning up a ball around centre field in our half-hour line. The ball is coming up, but it's going back down again straight away. We'll have to increase our performance in the second half if we're to stay in this game.
And now Jason Bellin getting ready with the. And it is another wide. That's 3 wides now for Freemount. And not 3 wides, but I should have got a goal. Yeah. 3
awful misses.
No, it's 1-8 to 11 points. Freemount.
No, not to 12.
Up to 12. 1-8 to 12 points.
Yeah. Freemount in front.
Freemount in front by 1 point. Yes, 31 minutes gone. Half time in this Duhallow Junior Hurling Final of 2011. Score at half time is Kilbrin 1-8, Freemount 12 points. Anyway, at half-time in a great Duhallow Hurling final. At the moment now, Freemount will be point after playing with the elements. It's a fantastic game of hurling, Mick, isn't it?
Great game of hurling. I mean, to be fair, looking down at the scoreboard there now, there's 20 points scored, which is huge scoring in a half an hour, plus the goal, of course, the Kilbrin got. The elements now are not going to help. I think that the conditions are going to be greasier, but I think Kilbrin will have to up their performance in the second half. We're conceding a lot of possession around centre field, and our half-forward line are not getting enough of a ball in. And you know, they're at the end of this first half, I think Freemount could have got a couple of more points got. Their shooting boots seem to have left them, luckily enough, I suppose, from a Kilbrin point of view. But I think it's the makings of a great second half. But I think if Kilbrin playing with the elements and up their intensity a little bit, I think they can still win.
Yes, as Marcus said a while ago, it's a fantastic standard hurling, Mark, isn't it?
Great standard of hurling. Like the scores are fabulous scores, like from both sets of forwards. Anything that hit nearly going over the bar. I know Freemount now. They're before half time. They're after having not 3 poor wides, but 3 bad wides. Like there should be point in them. And as I said earlier on the commentary, I think Freemount needed 4 points at half time. They're up 1. I might be proved wrong, but will them chances come back to haunt them?
Probably, but there's a lot of neutrals coming here. They said, look, hopefully Freemount will stay with Kilbrin for the first half. But I'll tell you one thing, Freemount are also playing a great first half. I know they're the elements, John, but they're playing great hurling, like, in fairness.
Yeah, they kind of started tonight where they left off the last night. We had a lot of the play. Unlucky enough now to not to get two goals. We got a point out of one of them, but just on to play for the second half. I think this match will go down to the wire, and it'll be nip and tuck. It'll be definitely go down to the wire.
I think we'll go down to the wire, Mick. Mick, comment. You have the elements.
We have the elements. I'd be still optimistic that Kilbrin can do it, and I'm not saying that I'm not being cocky. And I think, as John says, and I think he's quite correct. Freemount could have 2 goals scored at this stage. Kilbrin were very lucky to escape. But if Kilbrin have that bit of luck, if that continues, I think we'll win.
John?
I sure I'll have to say Freemount will win.
You're going to be your neck is in the blood.
I know. I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough with the performance. Like if we keep, like we're just misfortunate with the goal we conceded. Like, but other than that, I'm happy enough.
And on the way over to the commentary box, Michael and myself, I said to Michael, I fancied Freemount to win. I'll tell you the reason now why. Look at both teams. It's the one thing I look out in players. I think Freemount have a way better striking ability. Like when they get the ball, every one of them like that, they're nearly natural strikers of the ball, whereas Kilbrin aren't.
What do you think of that comment?
Every man is entitled to his opinion, I suppose, sure. Our fellas mightn't be striking as well as we'd have liked to see him striking, but I think that their, conditions aren't ideal. But what he's saying is maybe there is some right in it, all right, because like that Freemount seem to have a fair amount of loose play, and they're onto the ball first, and they have hit some great points, and fair play to them. But as I say, I think if Kilbrin will up the intensity and get the bit between their teeth, they can still win it.
Well, do you know who else are winning? The game of hurling is winning, lads. It's a fantastic game of hurling, and to go back to that, we're all Gaels. It's great to be here in the Duhallow, at the Duhallow hurling final. Whatever those mean above and cock to try and get to the divisions, what they're thinking right at all, Jim.
We got to come here the day of the Duhallow final, and Dave's playing a great occasion. Go, I think it'll be a sad day for all of us.
It'll be a sad day for the GA, won't it, Mark?
Like, there's enough of things gone from rural communities, but like, this is about rural communities, the Duhallow Championship. And if that's taken away, you know what you'll have now? You'll have only amalgamations. There'll be no more pride of your little place.
John, long may the Duhallow and other divisional finals live on, and forget about these boys above Cock trying to get us all on a Sunday afternoon travelling down to Yall or travelling down to Castledownbere or something for the intermediate games. There won't be 20 people at them.
Yeah, I see that during the week. There was a great buzz in the place. We've so much doom and gloom in the country. It lifted people. 2 parishes there, like 2 neighbouring parishes, rivalry, but just a friendly rivalry.
And they'll all mix together for today and tomorrow, and they'll enjoy themselves. Long live the divisional finals. Thanks, and we'll see the second half. Now, I'm joined here by Stephen Lynch, who was cutting his teeth his first year as secretary to Duhallow board. We were just, as Mackie said there a while ago, like, long live the divisional final. Look at the crowd that's here this evening. And as he said, this is what rural Ireland is all about. This is what the GA is all about. And to hell with these boys above in Cork County border trying to get to the divisions this evening.
Well, as we have a fantastic crowd here tonight, very inclement weather conditions. Sunday is always a great day for Duhallow final, and we try to keep to that routine and keep it a final on a Sunday. So it's absolutely great. We have a great crowd here tonight. and absolutely rip-roaring contest between two sides, you know, who really are giving hammer and tongs for everything.
And the standard is very high, Stephen. Some great scores in it.
Some fantastic scores here for some fantastic free taking. Jason Ballantyne started the tone there at the very first minute. Referee over the bar, Liam Daly, his counterpart on the Kilbrin side, is doing very well as well with the frees, and some great long range scoring. Willie Megan had one there, Kieran Jahan had another, and then you've Ben Carl out here in the middle of the field as well for Freemount. So they're absolutely some rip-roaring scores.
And I suppose as I know you have problems with fixtures, but I'd say you wouldn't say no to the draw, would you? Big payday again. Or would we have to nominate in, we would?
You might say that, Joe. I couldn't possibly comment on anything like that, you know. It's absolutely fantastic.
Great day out anyway. Pity the weather's in the shyness, but look, that's Duhallow.
Well, in fairness though, Bantier have everything organised, everything is spot on and everything's fantastic. I know we've a small bit of rain, but listen, you have to say that as well with the season that we're heading into. But look at the crowd over there. They could have stayed at home beside the fire after watching the All-Ireland Hurling final, and decided to come out here and support Duhallow game, so that's absolutely brilliant.
And they're getting value for money.
Definitely.
Topping 21. You know, I'm joined by an old sparring partner of mine. We worked together for a couple of years, and he was the development officer for years at Duhallow Board. I always call him the disaster officer, but he's a treasure now, Tony. Fantastic occasion, a divisional final, isn't it?
Oh, fantastic occasion, a fantastic crowd here today, and I think very justified by the game of hurling we've seen in the first half. Some fantastic scores, very open hurling, and two teams giving it their all. An absolutely fantastic occasion.
Fantastic occasion, and whoever suggested getting rid of divisions, Tony, have they any clue at all? Like?
No, I think this is what GA is all about, and tonight is testimony of that. A fantastic divisional final, and it would be a shame to lose that as part of the county in each county. I think it's fantastic, and a huge crowd. They're all local, they know their players, and it's a huge occasion for the local communities.
And as I said before the Duhallow final last year, Tony, in an interview, I said, look, whoever will win last year's, I tell you, whoever will win this year's Duhallow Championship will definitely rattle county, because Duhallow hurling is on an up, like, and I think whatever one of these two teams will go out and represent the division very, very respectably, and could rattle county again.
Well, for the past number of years, I think all teams that left Duhallow have represented their division very, very well, and I would expect that this year's champions would be no different, and I think that they will have a serious say in the destination of the county championship.